Alright guys, today we have a Las Villas Cuban chain review. Just doing a quick review here guys. I got this about 2 weeks ago from Las Villas. They're in Florida, I believe from Miami. This is a 10 karat, 8 millimeter, 24 inch Cuban. Again, this is Las Villas. Just wanted to give this video to you guys to point out some of the things I found upon having my chain now for 2 weeks. Upon initially getting it, I was essentially really happy with the quality. It looked really good. The color looked really good. I was very happy. I've worn it pretty much daily now for the last couple weeks. And a couple things I found are just some slight issues. The box lock itself is a very good box lock. It has their stamp. It has really good thick figure eights. The issue came in with, you can see that the figure eights are kind of different shaped. This one on this side is a lot tighter than this one on this side. This one actually pops off really easily and loosely. And then I lost tension in the lock itself. The button and stuff, it doesn't hold without the figure eights. So I had to pull up on the tab to make it close correctly. So I don't actually unclasp this ever. It's 24 inches, so it does slide over my head. But that is an issue I had with this. So it does kind of concern me. I have reached out to Las Villas recently about this issue because I found some other issues. If you look here at the chain, one of my links has actually cracked at the weld. And if I can find that for you guys real quick, I will give you guys a shot of it. Oh, it's right here. Hang on one sec, guys. Bear with me. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but as you guys get closer to this specific link, see, there you go. You can see it cracked right at the weld. I've contacted them about that as well. And then there's also a few tight links in here that do kink up every now and then when you drop it into your hand and try to take it straight. They'll actually not even bend when you take it over your finger because they're so tight. And that doesn't really bother me as much because I do like the tight links. As far as wearing it on the chest, it does sit flat like it's supposed to. Now, some concerns I have about trying to get this repaired. I haven't heard from Las Villas yet. I just messaged them yesterday, actually. It's Thursday. Today's a Friday. Just waiting to see what happens and what they're willing to do to maybe correct this. From the reviews that I've seen, they only offer the option to ship it back to them and then go from there. And it does kind of concern me shipping it back through FedEx. I don't necessarily trust the postage system. And I don't know if Las Villas offers insurance on their shipping. So that's something I still have to dive into. I did take it to a local, I guess, jeweler here in my town. And they did do a quote on repairing that crack. And they said just to fill it with a little bit of gold and then rebuff and polish the chain is going to be an additional $300 to $500. Suggested that I just wear it for a while until the chain starts to show more wear before I take it in and have that done, being that I've only had it for 2 weeks. So it is a toss-up. You know, I don't know if I want to spend the extra $100 and some or a couple $100 to have this fixed. Being that Las Villas didn't get it right the first time. So just beware when you're buying. I bought from Las Villas for a couple reasons. One, they had a pretty good reputation from what I could see. To be very, very honest, they had the best prices on Cubans all around Florida. And with the type of reviews I was seeing, I thought that was great. And, you know, it just made sense to fit within my budget. They were in the top 5 that I was looking at the time. And then your top guys like Daniels and all them, you're going to deal with pretty much the same issues as far as customer service, communicating. But But the big thing there is, with Daniels, I think they pay a little bit more attention to detail. From what I understand, they have the best box lock in the game. And I kind of knew that when I bought mine, so that's why I bought a 24-inch. So I could slide it on and off over my head. So I don't want to be the only issue being the box lock. The main issue I have with the chain and the quality is that link cracking after literally 2 weeks. It just shows kind of shoddy craftsmanship. And I have a few other spots on the chain that I'm not going to get into far detail today, but could do another video on, that has some like pitting in some of the links as well, where you have like a little porous hole. Again, this is something that the jeweler actually pointed out to me yesterday underneath a microscope, and can be repaired within that $300 to $500 range, where they're just going to go in and refill with some gold and then rebuff and polish the entire chain for me. And that is probably an option I'm going to go with, to be quite honest with you, just because I don't want to risk sending it through the mail. So in the end, buyers, just beware. I highly recommend, maybe next time I buy, to just spend the extra money, wait the extra time, and go with, one of the top 1 or 2 options for Cuban makers in the Florida area. It's hard for me to recommend Las Villas without the corrective action and seeing what they're willing to offer, as far as reimbursement or to fix my chain for the issues that it does have. So from there, I guess we can maybe do an update video later and see what Las Villas offers me. But until then, definitely buyers beware. I still want to get the chain tested for the 10K quality. I did buy the certificate from Las Villas. But then again, like I said, the jeweler I took it to was hesitant, tested it with magnets at first just to make sure it wasn't like plated steel or anything. But I have yet to have it 10K tested. And again, like I said, I'm not taking any shots at that they're selling fake product or anything. It's just the fact that it is kind of bad quality on some of the parts of the chain. The jeweler even went to as far as to assume that this might even be a chain that they've had on stock and that it has been repaired, just because the way the link itself was cracking and splitting right at the weld. They said that typically happens with something that's been previously repaired, which if that was the case, it could make some sense out of why the lock is having issues. So again, I will just beware. Do some research. If you're not as concerned about the lock or the small issue there, or having to do an additional repair to the chain yourself after you buy it, then absolutely pull the trigger. But if those aren't something you're comfortable with, I might want to do a little bit more research before buying a chain from them. Again, no real digs at them, other than the fact that I have not happy with the quality that came, just being 2 weeks of wearing it. No extenuating circumstances. I don't sleep in it or anything crazy. Again, this is just normal daily wear. I work in an office, so I'm not doing anything crazy with the chain on throughout the day. And then I take it off at night. So again, 2 weeks of normal wear, and it's already showing signs of heavy wear, which is kind of crazy considering how much it cost and everything, being handmade. So again, thanks guys. I hope this helps you guys out with your purchase in the future. Leave any comments down below if you have any suggestions, or you want to see any more in-depth information. And again, I'm still waiting on hearing from Las Villas about these issues to see what their options of resolution are. And again, comment down below if you want to hear what those came out to be, if they replied at all. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Enjoy the content, and please like and subscribe for more info down the road.